Rich light falls on the square, an exuberant humming from the chorus. Trampling is heard. 3 actors playing horses rise from their places. Together they unhook their 3 horse masks from the ladder to the left and right, put them on with rigid timing, and walk with swaying horse motion into the square. Their metal hooves stamp on the wood. Their masks turn and toss high above their heads, as they will do sporadically throughout all the horse scenes, making the steel gleam in the light. For a moment they seem to converge on the boy as he stands in the middle of the stable, but then they swiftly turn and take up positions as if tethered by the head, with their invisible rumps towards him, one by one in each bench. Alan is sunk into the glowing world of horses, lost in wonder. He starts almost involuntarily to kneel on the floor in reverence, but is sharply interrupted by the cheery voice of Dalton, coming into the stable, followed by Jill. The boy straightens up guiltily. Dalton.
The first thing to learn is drill. Learn it and keep to it. I want this place neat, dry, and clean at all times. After you've mucked out, Jin will show you some grooming, what we call strapping a horse.
Jill.
I think Trooper's got a stone.
Yes, let's see.
He crosses to the horse by the left bench, who is balancing one hoof on its tip. He picks up the hoof.
You're right. See this? This V here? That's what's called a frog. Sort of shock absorber. Once you pierce that, it takes ages to heal, so you want to watch for it. You clean it out with this, what we call a hoof pick.
He takes from his pocket an invisible pick.
Mind how you go with it, it's very sharp. Use it like this.
He quickly takes the stone out.
See?
Alan nods, fascinated.
You'll soon get the hang of it. Jill will look after you. What she doesn't know about stables isn't worth knowing.
Jill, in a pleased tone.
Oh yes, I'm sure.
Dalton, handing Alan the pick.
Careful how you go with that. The main rule is, anything you don't know, ask. Never pretend that you know something that you don't. Actually, the main rule is, enjoy yourself, alright?
Yes, sir.
Good lad. See you later.
He nods to them cheerfully and leaves the square. Alan clearly puts the invisible hoof pick on the rail, downstage left.
All right, let's start on some grooming. Why don't we begin with him? He looks as if he needs it.
They approach Nugget, who is standing to the right. She pats him. Alan sits and watches her.
This is Nugget. He's my favourite. He's gentle as a baby, aren't you? But terribly fast if you want him to be.
During the following, she mimes both the actions and the objects, which she picks up from the right bench.
Now this is Dandy, and we start with that. Then you move on to the body brush. This is the most important. And you use it with this curry comb. Now you always groom the same way, from the ears downward. Don't be afraid to push too hard. The harder you do it, the more the horse loves it. Push it right through the coat, like this.
The boy watches in fascination as she brushes the invisible body of Nugget, scraping the dirt and hair off onto the invisible curry comb. Now and then the horse's masks move very slowly in pleasure.
Down towards the tail and right through the coat. See how he loves it? I'm giving you a lovely massage, boy, aren't I? You try.
She hands him the brush. Gingerly he rises and approaches Nugget. Embarrassed and excited, he copies her movements. Inexpertly.
Keep it nice and easy. Never rush. Down towards the tail and right through the coat. That's it. Again. Down towards the tail and right through the coat. Very good. Now you keep that up for 15 minutes and then do old Trooper, will you?
Alan nods.
You've got a feel for it. I can tell. It's going to be nice teaching you. See you later.
She leaves the square and resumes her place. Alan is left alone with the horses. They all stamp. He approaches Nugget again and touches the horse's shoulder. The mask turns sharply in his direction. The boy pauses, then moves his hand gently over the outline of the neck and back. The mask is reassured. It stares ahead unmoving. Then Alan lifts his palm to the face and smells it deeply, closing his eyes. Dysart rises from his bench and begins to walk slowly upstage, around the circle. Was that good? Touching them. Alan gives a faint groan. It must have been marvellous, being near them at last, stroking them, making them feel fresh and glossy. Tell me. There's silence. Alan begins to brush Nugget. How about the girl? Did you like her? All right. Just all right? Alan changes his position, moving around Nugget's rump so that his back is to the audience. He brushes harder. Dysart comes down stage, around the circle, and finally back to his bench. Was she friendly? Yes. Or standoffish? Yes. Well, which? What? Which was she? Alan brushes harder. Did you take her out? Come on now, tell me. Did you have a date with her? What? Tell me if you did. The boy suddenly explodes in one of his rages. Alan, yelling, Tell me! All the masks toss at the noise. What? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me! Alan storms out of the square, downstage to where Dysart sits. He is raging. During the ensuing, the horses leave by all three openings. On, sitting there, nosy Parker, that's all you are. Bloody nosy Parker. Just like Dad. On and bloody on. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Answer this, answer that. Never stop. He marches around the circle and back to the square. Dysart rises and enters it from the other side.